Hello, welcome back to my channel. Very short introduction, but not really. Mercury retrograde actually starts on April 21st, which comes a day after the solar eclipse in Aries and also a day after Taurus season starts. Now, Mercury retrograde will also take place in the sign of Taurus. So let's see how this is going to impact you personally. Now, if you're on Patreon, you are going to be accessing this reading just a little early so that you can prepare. And if you are curious about my Patreon and all of the amazing perks that comes with it, such as free readings, please check that out in the description box. And I'll also do private readings as well. So all that information can be found below. Let's go ahead and tap in. What's going on during this time? We know that Taurus is a very comfortable sign. You know, we know that Taurus are very sure of themselves. They are represented by the bull, and the bull can be very stubborn, but also very grounded. So it's going to be really interesting to see what energy is going to come out. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Tower, the Judgment, the Emperor, and we have the Magician. Wow. So we have all major arcana that just came out, which pretty much tells me that some of you that are watching could be a Gemini, a Sagittarius, an Aries, or even, well, these are both Gemini. So Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, and then we have Aries or Scorpio energy with the Tower. So you know, it doesn't have to mean that. You could be any sign. This is a collective reading. But if you're any of the signs I just mentioned, again, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Gemini, you'll want to pay close attention. Or if you have any of those placements in your chart, as well as Taurus, because it is happening in the sign of Taurus here. So I'm just going to go ahead and clarify. Y'all know me at this point. You know, I don't speak too soon, or I try not to speak too soon on things without clarifying. The 8 and 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the 6 of Swords. So this seems to actually have a bit of a financial bearing. With Pentacles energy coming out, that does indicate money. It indicates finances. And we know that Taurus likes to be comfortable. And Taurus is, you know, they rule the second house of material possessions, money, luxury. So I'm not really surprised to see this Pentacles energy. So we do see with this Mercury retrograde, the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, a bit of a blockage energy here. So this, you know, is a very indicative type of, not necessarily a warning, but just a way to like be aware that if there's something that you're working towards financially, like if you have a financial goal, a business, if you're learning a new instrument, if there's something that you're working towards, you could be feeling a bit of a blockage around this time, but there's a way to work past that blockage, and it's by being patient with yourself. We're also seeing with the Tower and the 9 of Pentacles. Now, this is very, very important, you know, because again, Taurus does rule stability. You know, they're known for being very comfortable. So with this 9 of Pentacles and the Tower card coming out on top of one another, this is telling us that for some of you, your comfortability will be challenged. Okay, you'll be pushed out of those complacency areas, or those areas where you've gotten really comfortable in, and this could even impact things financially. But I'm not necessarily taking this as a negative. Like, this could be positive energy as well. This could be a positive impact in your finances. You know, I'm not one to look at Mercury retrogrades as being glass half empty. I'm more of a glass half full type of person. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about feeling comfortable, luxury, having what you need at your fingertips. And then the Tower card is almost like a disruption to that. So just be aware of that energy. And also be aware of the fact that there is no growth in complacency. There is no growth in an area of your life where you feel comfortable. Sometimes we have to be pushed out of a comfort zone. Sometimes we have to open our minds. And that's what this Mercury retrograde is encouraging you to do, is to open your mind and to expand here. Now, with the Judgment and Five of Pentacles, you may find yourself, you know, being kind of hard on yourself financially here. And the way that you can deal with that is by understanding, just having a closer look at your finances, you know, understanding your budget more, just having a closer look at things, you know. None of this energy that's coming out is anything that you should feel alarmed by. You know, this is just how to prepare for these moments. We have the Page of Cups and the Emperor, you know, so I feel like definitely there's going to be some new opportunities coming in, and you do want to keep an open mind here. You do want to be very open-minded and just willing to see what comes towards you. This Page of Cups is like, it could be new friendship, it could be, I'm kind of leaning towards new creative endeavors and passions during this time. We have the Magician and the Six of Swords. So any type of challenges that you come across during this Mercury retrograde, it's going to give you an opportunity to harness that energy. You are magic, okay, with the Magician. You have the ability to make things happen on a grand scale. So those of you that, you know, you are going to be traveling, you know, I'm not the type to tell you not to travel. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, don't travel, don't live your life. Like, no, live your life, travel. If you have a trip going on, travel. Okay. Don't allow any of this energy to hold you back from traveling. Okay. Again, this is not fear-mongering energy. This is just practical advice on how to cope with Mercury retrograde. So I do see that some of you will be traveling during this time. Now, what I will also admonish is, if you are into finance, business, if you're someone who works in accounting, you do want to pay close attention to your work and just make sure you double check it. You know, sometimes with Mercury retrogrades, there can be like a mishaps here and there, because we know that Mercury does rule communication, and it rules technology. So with it being in Taurus, there's going to be some financial energy coming through. Nothing to be alarmed by. Again, I just want to reassure you guys, because some people are like, oh, don't start new things around Mercury retrograde. I don't believe that. I believe that there will be opportunities for you to expand your mind and to have an open mind, to work with others, to tap into new things. And I'm excited for you, you know. I will say, don't be quick in making decisions though, you know, really take your time. But I would tell you that whether it's Mercury retrograde or not. Okay, so again, lots of practical advice in this reading. I'm not going to make this very long. Let's just pull some advice. Anything that you feel is happening with your plans, anything that, if you feel like some kind of delay around something you've been working on, don't get discouraged. Just try again. All right, just try again. I don't know why I felt the need to say that again, but this is a time to really expand your mind. So look at that. It says, I'll have what I'm having. There's no need to try and manipulate the universe into giving you something you don't have, because the truth is you already have everything. It may simply be tucked away. The trick is in fine-tuning your awareness to remember that what you want, you already have. Isn't that amazing? Is this not amazing? I'm going to just leave this here for a second so that you can pause and read. Like, this is absolutely amazing. I love this card. Yes. And for those of you that don't know, this comes from the Awakened Dreamer Oracle cards by Kelly Sullivan Walden. Shout out to the author of that deck, and shout out to my friend Ursha for gifting it to me. But yeah, this is perfect, guys. This is the perfect advice to come out around the time of Mercury retrograde. You know, don't try to manipulate things. There's no need to try to manipulate the universe. There's no need to stress out about what you feel you don't have. You want to embody that which you are, okay? So very practical and beautiful advice. I'm definitely sending love your way. If you made it to the end of this video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.